Hey guys, welcome to the video. This is a little opening and instruction video on Anime Manga Forum. This is a forum I created myself with my friend Divine Rush, who you'll meet soon. We're the admins of this site. I'm going to go ahead and show you everything you want to see about this for those of you who may come here not knowing. Let me go ahead and state that we do have pictures and avatars, and we have a banner right up here, but due to copyright issues, I cannot display them. At least for the video. They'll be there when you come here. So let's go ahead and get into this. The color in the background is only temporary. I needed it until I could work out a better layout. So for the moment, I just chose something basic, wooden background is dark and gray with the black and red to the form. And that's just there temporarily, so hopefully you can mind it. It's not that huge of an issue. I kind of not for it all the way because I don't want to make it seem too dark for everyone. I want everyone to feel welcome here, so I might even add a point where you can change the layout yourself per computer and user. So let's go ahead and get into this. So we got aside from the staff lounge right here, you got the administrative department, Paradise Cove, the arenas, role plays, the forum mall, and the artist lounge. And down here you got the statistics and who's online, birthdays, forum calendar, events within the next 5 days, statistics, and so on. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. Go ahead and call me Mr. S. I'm your main admin. I'm usually the one who does everything from behind the doors. Divine's usually the one who'll come up front and do a lot of the talking for you guys. So when I brought this idea to Divine about us making this forum, I thought, hey, why not do it? I've heard some issues on other forums. Some staff can be corrupted or they don't like it or whatever. So I thought, why not make a forum where we could all, where we can control that. Usually we're good with people, so you don't have to worry about being banned or anything like that, unless you're trolling so bad that it's just retarded. Then there's a different issue. I may talk to you, but you're not going to be banned for no reason. If you're banned for any reason whatsoever, you can always come to me and I'll always deal with it and make sure everything's still fine. If I find out you did do something wrong, then I may make the ban or even a warning based on what happened, but you're not going to be banned off the forum for no apparent reason. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. So we got the administrative department. We have technical issues here. We have introductions, feedback forum, if you have any ideas what we should change, contests and awards, and then we got over here below that we have let's close this, we have Paradise Cove, where we have manga chat, anime chat, character talk, and make out paradise. Under manga chat we have chapter bets and prediction theories. So after that we have the arenas, basically the debating area. So we got the arena lounge, multiverse, singleverse, and debate forum. So anything does not reply or that's not, anything interesting or whatever that's not anime or manga related, then they go in here. Really, it can be anime or manga related. It's just not, characters pitting against characters. So it can be, should Kishimoto continue with Naruto, or should Kubo end Bleach, or should the U.S. legislative allow things like the Obamacare to continue, and so on. Some things like that. So don't take the description where it says non-anime and manga topics. It's just more or less no character pitting against each other. The multiverse and singleverse is for characters to fight against each other, or versus or whatever. Things that have to do with this versus this. That's where that would go. So if you want to do Obama versus Dick Cheney, you go ahead and put in the singleverse. Oh, that'd be an interesting thing, though. I'm sure we know who would win. So let's move on. Oh yeah, by the way, we have the arena lounge. So let's move on here. We got the role plays. We got the executive office lounge, and that's not that's for things like the role play council or leaders or people who are the in-depth role players who have done a lot or do a lot for the forum, keeping it alive and so on. Basic things like if you've created 5 role plays and you've kept them going for at least 6 months and or whatever. It doesn't matter how long you're going, but you're doing good and you've done a lot for the role plays, and you're gonna get an invitation to come here, and you'll get an award saying role play leader. And then you get the role plays. If your role play becomes really big and good and all that, then we'll put its own section or its own forum, like the executive office in the role plays. So at the moment, it's just by its own for anything general, like Naruto roleplay, Bleach, and so on. And as a little advice, unless you get your own section or unless it's really big, I would do a single forum roleplay. Do everything in one forum or up to maximum of 5. That's just in my opinion, because you don't want to be in there with a bunch of other role plays going on and do like 20 different threads, but have them open ready. Unless you need to go somewhere, I wouldn't create them until it comes to that time, because you want to kind of keep it where you can find it, because with all those role plays, you're going to get lost real fast. But that's just my opinion. Don't take it too lightly. I may be completely wrong, but let's move on. We got the forum hall, where we have club and families, the technical department, video games, music shop, cinema, language class, and off topic in the forum games. So I'll get in more detail on that later. Let you look at that a bit. Okay, let's move on. The artist lounge. So here is for stories where you can write fan fictions, comics, or whatever you want to do. You can post them in there. Like if you want to write a book about Percy Jackson, or if you want to write your own story like I am, then you'll do that. And you can go in there. Excuse me. And then you got the fan art, and this can also go with the stories too. If you're doing comics, if you can make your own comics or whatever, you can push your comics in there, or you can do it in the fan fiction. That can go either way. It's up to you. Other than the fan art and posting them there, and the GFX, you also got the submissions and requests there. Other than the fan art, which that's about it, you also have the gallery up here. Let's go ahead and open all this. Okay, so excuse me. You have the gallery here. It's not open yet because I'm working on it at the moment, like most of the forum, but you'll have your own different giant window categories. For those of you who've seen galleries in other forums, you'll have, one will be like, registered users, and then other things like Zonpak leader, people who are avid artists and so on, like DeviantArt and all that. Then you can post them there. Or if you have your own that you own yourself, you can put it in here for user-based ones. If it's not and you get it from the web, make sure you credit it. Try to credit it, or I can credit for you. But put them in an area like over here when you see it, or anything anime and manga or non-anime and manga related. That's just whatever you think it's cool. You can post them in here. So basically, use the gallery for whatever that it would be intended for. Let your imagination go wild. And then we have a portal, and later on, and probably by next year, January, February, we should be working on getting a store in here, so you can buy things like anime, non-anime kinds of stuff. You can buy games or AMF shirts and so on. So it's going to be expanding a lot, and you have the latest topics, keywords, who's online, a little user-based gallery. So got that. So basically, this is the forum. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. Also, before we go, here's the profile. You have preferences, signature. So if you need to add a signature and avatar, you just come here. You go ahead and do it from this way, and you have your avatar. You can do it there. Friends and foes, people you like and you don't like, and so on. And then you got notifications. You can choose where they go to, topics being watched, and favorites, and so on. So this is the forum, Anime Manga Forum. I'm your admin, your administrator, Mr. S. I hope you enjoy this video. Have a good day.